Hello everybody and welcome to this latest episode of the MoneyMan news. Now first of all I have to give a big shout out to my friend Attila for supplying the information for this video. So Attila, if you're watching, thank you very much my friend. Now what are we going to look at today? Well, today we've got something really new and unique. What we're going to look at is this. Now the Bank of Lithuania has approved the sample of the world's first digital collector coin. Now, I know I normally feature banknotes on this channel, however, I do dabble in coins every now and again, and I think this could be something that may actually be implemented for commemorative banknotes in the future, possibly. Well, let's unpack it and see how realistic that is. So, it says the board of the Bank of Lithuania has approved the sample of the physical version of the digital collector coin, an original silver coin bearing a denomination of 19 euros and 18 cents to commemorate the year of the Act of Independence of Lithuania. LB coin is dedicated to this prominent act and its 20 signatories. So I guess the reason why it's 19 euros and 18 cents is because that must be the year that it's celebrating the 100 years since this time. So that's why it's got that very odd valuation. So it's supposed to represent the year of the Act of Independence, basically. So it's an interesting one. Now I know this one is being produced for 2020, so it's a couple of years after, but still it's sort of celebrating that centenary. And it says the size and form of the physical silver coin resembles a credit card, depicting the act of the 16th of February 1918, as well as the digitized picture of the Council of Lithuania. The latter consists of more than 36,500 pixels, the approximate number of days that have passed since the date of the Act of Independence. So there is some unique design elements going into this card. It's not just a random card that they've thrown together so you actually have something physical to say, okay, I do own this coin. It does actually represent some of the design elements that would have gone into the coin if it had been physically minted itself. So I think that's a really, really interesting take on it and a very new approach towards commemorative coins. So this is a really fascinating one because if it works and if it's desirable, this could be the future. And I think what they're trying to do is, instead of going just totally digital, they're saying, well, what we'll do is we won't have a physical coin, we'll just have a digital coin, but to appeal to people that may want something physical to actually hold in their hands, we're going to make this card. So it's interesting how they're trying to strike a balance between, the traditional method of actually physically having a coin in your hand and the new trend of digital currency. I think it's a really, really interesting thing that they're doing here. Now, for me personally, I'm not sold on this. It's interesting. I'm very tempted to try and get hold of one. But do I want to see this take off as a trend? Well, the answer is no. I don't like this as an idea. I don't like it at all. If you want to make a separate numismatic product that is kind of card-shaped, that has a silver content or even a gold content, I have no problems with that whatsoever. And I think that will be a really cool thing. But I do not think this should replace physical commemorative coins. Okay, so that's my take on it. Let me know if you agree or disagree. I've pondered over this for a long time. I think this should be a new, separate strand of numismatic products. I don't think it should replace coins. So what do you think? Do you think this is just the progression of technology, or do you think this could be a bad thing? Because, there are a lot of people out there that do like to collect physical coins, and they like to have them graded, and obviously their value can accumulate based on their grading and all that kind of stuff. So if other banks go down this route, it could be a real threat to that kind of side of the hobby. So, this could have ramifications. Now, the reason why this can work is because the coin should have a silver content. Okay, now banknotes obviously do not have a silver or gold content because they're not backed up by precious metals. So it remains to be seen whether this could be done with a commemorative banknote. However, it is not inconceivable to think that this may be something that may be used for commemorative banknotes in the future. And if that happens, I have to say I'm going to be sad. I really am. But anyway, those are just my thoughts on this. It's a really interesting design. So let's have a look at some of the more, more in depth about what is going on with this. So it says the weight of the silver coin is 36.36 grams, quality proof like the physical coin and digital tokens were designed by, yes, Gdreas Pawlowski? I don't know. I probably messed up the pronunciation. You know what I'm like with this. So it says the Bank of Lithuania intends to issue 24,000 blockchain-based digital collector coins. Each token will feature one of the 20 signatories of the Act of Independence and will be divided into 6 categories depending on their occupation, with 4,000 tokens allotted to each group. When purchasing the digital coin, collectors will get 6 randomly selected digital tokens and, having collected a token from each of the 6 categories, will be able to redeem a physical silver coin. Now, that confuses me because it's not talking about the card. So, I don't know what it just confuses me, this. So it means that you can get a coin at the end of it? I'm really not quite sure what's going on. If you have any ideas about this, let me know. Maybe Attila, if you're watching, if you can clarify this, I would love to hear your thoughts, because I do believe that you told me that you're thinking about getting one. So yeah, if you know more about this, please let me know. But yeah, this is really bizarre. And it's really interesting. So let me know what you think about it in the comments section, because I'm really fascinated to see what people think about this one. Do you think it's a good trend for commemorative coins, or do you see this as a bad thing? Very, very original. I've got to say kudos to the Bank of Lithuania for trying something new. I do respect them for that. Now, another quick bit of news that I have to share for you is about the 2022 Winter Olympics. Now, you know that Beijing will be hosting the 2022 Winter Olympics. That's if it happens. Who knows, with everything that's going on at the moment. But what they're going to do is they're going to issue a series of commemorative coins, which they love doing for any kind of event, really. They do it all the time for Chinese New Year. And yeah, we've got some new coins that are going to be introduced, and they are going to be similar in style to the ones here. So obviously these are not for Beijing, but it's just giving you an idea of what we might expect. The logo of the games, the Olympic torch, that kind of thing. So and it says that the coins will feature 2 ordinary commemoratives, and 2 commemorative banknotes will also be issued, and 19 gold and silver commemorative coins. So for me, the ones that I'm really interested are the 2 commemorative banknotes, because China's been releasing a lot of commemorative banknotes in recent years, and some of them get crazy expensive because they're issued in very limited quantities. So that will be really interesting to keep an eye out for you. So if you're into commemorative banknotes, especially Winter Olympic ones, if you remember, the South Koreans produced the commemorative banknotes for their Winter Olympics, which is an incredible commemorative banknote. So they've got some stiff competition there. So let's see what they produce, because we have no idea what it's going to look like yet. We just have this press release that basically tells us that they're going to be producing 2 commemorative banknotes. So yeah, fascinating news. So let me know what you think about that. Are you excited about those 2 banknotes, even though I can't show you anything about what they look like? Are you interested about that prospect of having 2 more Winter Olympic banknotes to collect? So yeah, that's everything I've got for you today. Very eager to hear your opinions on the 2 pieces of information. Like I said, the links for these 2 websites are in the description, so you can have a look at more information yourself. And that's all I have for you today. So all I can say is thank you so much for watching my channel and watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and you can catch me on Facebook as well. And content will slow down quite a lot at the moment, but I will do my best to at least get 2 or 3 videos out a week. It's just, with everything that's going on, I'm struggling to get hold of new banknotes at the moment. I mean, they've just announced in Hong Kong that they're cutting the postal service to the UK and the USA. That's just been announced. So you can't fly any post back and forth between Hong Kong and UK and Hong Kong, USA. It's got to go by ship. and there's a few other places that have been affected as well. So I'm struggling at the moment, but I will do my very best. I've got some things in the pipeline, so don't worry. Stuff is going to keep coming in, unless we get really desperate, and then I'll let you know if that happens. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. It's the MoneyMan signing out for now. Bye bye.